Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. In this video we're gonna take a closer look at this Tudor Black Bay 54. And since I'm not the new kid when it comes to doing a full review for this model, I'm gonna spare you guys some time by not going through the history of Tudor Black Bay and whether this is from the heritage lineup. I'm just gonna jump straight into, first of all, how it fits a smaller wrist. So I have a 6-inch or 15.2 centimeters wrist, and this is how it is fitting my wrist. Overall, I think it's okay. Of course, because of my relatively smaller wrist, the watch may look a little bigger even for a 37mm watch. But we will get into the full measurement later, and I'm just gonna show you guys how it fit the wrist now. Alright. With the wrist shot done, or the wrist roll done, let's go in a little closer to the watch. The watch case measured at around 37mm when I measured from 4 to 10. And if I were to measure the bezel alone, it's 37.1mm as well. So yeah, it's true to size in terms of diameter. Let's measure the lug-to-lug distance. So it has a lug-to-lug distance of 45.9mm, or we can call it 46. It has a thickness of 11.2mm. That is really thin for a dive watch. And it comes with a 20mm lug width. So there is no odd lug width for you to change to an aftermarket strap if you are looking to change to an aftermarket strap. And maybe you may want to after I go into a little detail of the bracelet and the clasp. Alright, I have put on my white gloves. Yes, some people hate it when I put on my white gloves, but you know, it's hot and I have really sweaty hands, so it helps me a lot to not to smudge out the watch when I am holding it. So yes, this is another Tudor lineup, Tudor Black Bay 54. I think it's referencing to the year of the original watch when it is first launched. It has a matte bezel insert, matte black bezel insert, and if you look at it, the color scheme is almost similar to the Black Bay 58. It has a gilt dial, meaning that it has a black dial, and all the markers and the hands have a gold finishing. Right, there is no date, so let's take a closer look, and you can see that it's marked as 200 meters and it is chronometer certified. So it is COSC certified, meaning that theoretically it should have a rated accuracy of -4 to +6 seconds per day. I could remember it the other way around, but I'm just gonna put some text around the screen if I got it wrong. It has kind of a box sapphire crystal which has a very good anti-reflective coating on the underside, and it does not come with a chapter ring, so it's a dial and straight away to the watch case. Well, standard snowflake hands, standard Tudor shoe logo, there's no rose logo, but if we were to turn the watch to the side, we still have the rose logo on the crown. Let's measure the crown diameter. Well, it has a crown diameter of 5.9mm, not too small, it's easy to grip. And yes, I think we should maybe measure the approximate diameter of the crystal. It's about 28.2. Well, yeah, some people may be put off by this small dial, but because for folks with smaller wrists or below average size wrists like myself, I find it really pleasing. And it also helps this watch to conform to smaller wrists because of that inverted, or what we call the female end links. As usual, we expect this watch to come with solid end links. All the links are solid and they are held, the removable links are held in by screws, but it does come with this faux rivet. So some people like it, some people hate it. I don't have any problem with it. And yeah, the famous ceramic ball bearing for the clasp. And this time around, let me show you this. Yep, this is the Shield logo, but when I let my friends handle this watch, some complain that the Shield logo is a little sharp, but to me it's okay because it helps the grip for us to pry this safety buckle open. And yep, it is just like that. And here it is high polish. Everything is very nicely done. Yep, I just noticed that I still have a plastic which I've missed out when I peel off the stickers. Anyhow, it comes with this what we call a T-fit clasp, right? So you can actually adjust the clasps on the fly. So what you need to do is to try to, when you want to push it in, you just push it in. But if you want to pull it out, you have to like pull it gently out. And yeah, I had a problem with this clasp in a way. I had to resort to an aftermarket Halfling. If you can see from here, I have a Halfling, and the watch originally it did not come with a Halfling. And yeah, the Halfling is an aftermarket Halfling. It's not a Tudor original Halfling. As you can see, the full rivet is a little bigger. So why do I need a Halfling? Alright, let me just share with you my experience with this. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the watch. There's nothing wrong with the T-fit clasp. I think it's more to do with the size of my wrist. So let's say without the Halfling, if I were to remove the Halfling, when I extend the clasp all the way, I find it a little too tight for my wrist. And when I added a full link, that comes with the original bracelet, and when I push the clasp all the way in, I find it to be too loose, right? So there is no middle ground. So it's either I have to add a full-size link and push the T-fit clasp all the way in, and I find it too loose, or it's the other way around where I remove that link and I push the clasp all the way out, and sometimes it's a little too tight, especially when it gets hot. So I had to resort to a Halfling, and yeah, I'll put the link in the description box below. Yeah, link for a Halfling. So it's from Uncle Seiko. I think they no longer call it Uncle Seiko, they call it Uncle Strap. So yeah, if you're interested, you can actually buy this Halfling if you have problem, getting this watch to fit your wrist. Other than that, I think the watch is really nice. Let's play around with the bezel. The bezel feeling is really nice, and there is totally no backplay on this unit, at least. The hands, that definitely we expect that kind of level from Tudor. They are very clean. There's no obvious signs of burr or sharp edges or anything else that would raise a red flag, in my opinion. In terms of finishing, the watch has a brush finishing on the top, and it has high polished sides on both sides, on the crown side as well. And because this is a heritage reissue, there is no crown guard. So yeah, just make sure that you know that it doesn't come with a crown guard. And other than that, besides of it looking like a slab, the thinness, right, the 11.2 millimeter thinness helps this watch sits really nicely on the wrist, and you wouldn't feel that it's top heavy because the clasp on the underside is relatively long, so it balances out the watch head itself. And if you were to recall, in my long-term review video of the Tudor Black Bay 36, I've complained about the so-called stuck, the heavy underside of the watch, where this one of the links is non-articulated, meaning that it's like kind of stuck in an odd position. This one somehow or rather it's better, right? It's still not fully articulated, but I think it's better. I do not have a problem of this feeling that the clasp is really longer than the watch head. So it's definitely an improvement from the Tudor Black Bay 36. Alright, I guess that's all. So I will be doing a loom shot after this, and I will throw in a video at the end part of me doing the time measurement, just to check the accuracy. Right, with that said, I think that's all for this video. If you have any questions, just put them down in the comments below. And yes, to answer the title of this video, does this Tudor Black Bay 54 fits a small wrist? Yes, definitely. Alright, till then, take care. Catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Okay, so this watch comes with an in-house automatic movement. I think it's MT5400, and it comes with a 70 hours power reserve, and it is course certified. So meaning that I think it's from -6 to +4 seconds per day. So the watch is actually behaving as it's supposed to be. Let's turn it down and see how it feels. Not too bad, it's still performing quite good when we have the 6 o'clock down at the bottom. Let's turn it to facing 9 o'clock. Let me move it to the side. Okay, it's borderline okay, not too bad, right? Yeah, I think overall I'm quite satisfied with the accuracy, but again, this is an automatic watch, and if you really need a really accurate watch, just buy yourself a digital watch that costs a lot less, or yeah, rely on your phone, right? Okay, so let's do the lume shot next. Okay, I'm gonna blast the watch with a lume torch, a UV torch, excuse me, so we will see how it looks when it is dark. Of course, the room is not pitch dark, but I think this should give you an idea on the color of the lume and how big the lume plots are. We at least still have the lume pip at the 12 o'clock position, so it's in essence a true dive watch, and I doubt that you would really go diving with this watch, but if you want to, there's nothing stopping you.